Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today we are on episode 3 of ConflictSMP. Oh, this video is gonna suck to edit, as I have 300 minutes of content I need to cipher through. So, without having more, let's get into this. So, in this episode I have two major goals. Number one is to beat the Ender Dragon so I can get an experience farm up and running. And number two was to get a silicon factory so I can start making chips, microchips, and everything like that. That way I can progress in my mechanical mod. And you're going to tell that these first 10 episodes probably are going to be so focused in the mechanical mod that it's going to be a major focus, especially now that I've beaten the game. The next video won't be focused on mechanics as much, but the videos after that probably will be. But I got everything. I was getting books. I crafted some diamond stuff. All these books I got from my automatic fisher, which is super good. I love that. And for some reason, I put it on the greatsword, which I've actually now turned the greatsword netherite. I'm using it all the time. But I don't usually use greatswords. Usually I use gladiuses. So, that's a new interesting thing. And after that, I had gone to Dan, and he'd given me some levels. That way I could enchant his stuff for him, so he could have some stuff. He helped a little bit with Enderman, though he got like 3 pearls, and that was about it. I did most of it, but so much of this time was waiting, because he said he wanted to do it, but then just got too busy, stuff happens. But at the end, the dragon was beat. It only took an entire day. So this video might come out a little bit later. I'm trying to keep to a video at least every other day, but this video might not be in. I'm sorry about that. But we got everything ready, and I enchanted his armor for him. He gave me the levels, so it's not like I wasted my own levels doing this. He gave me the levels. I just used my own lapis, and I have infinite lapis, so I'm okay with that. After this, Dan got some stuff ready, and I went into the nether to go find the fortress. That way I could get blaze rods. Ender pearls took a while to get, actually. I don't know why. A bit later, when Dan came into the nether, we got distracted killing ghast. I don't know why we were so distracted killing ghast, but that's what we were doing for a bit. Then I realized I should probably go find the fortress, so I went on my way. Dan got a few pearls, but he's on mobile, so it's not that easy. So eventually, about 30 minutes in, I found the fortress on day 100. Now, the plan was to beat the dragon by day 100, but it just did not go that way. But I found the fortress, quickly set home there, and I don't know when I lost my pickaxe, but during this sometime, I threw my pickaxe in lava or something, because I lose it. When I'm looking through the footage, if I find it, I will show it on it, but yeah, somewhere throughout, I lose the pickaxe. I also was using the spear, which I thought would be helpful here because they're flying, but it really wasn't. The great sword was actually probably my best item here, but I got enough blaze rods eventually and set out. I actually got some extra so that way I can make some blaze armor, because I thought that would be helpful. That way I don't get lit on fire every 5 seconds. So I had eventually gotten blaze armor, which I thought would help more than it did, but honestly, I much prefer the iron golem armor because of its resistance too, and it's probably going to be the best armor I have for a while, so expect to see me in that for a while. I don't know why no one else has been getting it besides Left, who has it, though not at this point. He has it in real life, like current day, just not at this point. He got it like later, I think on like day 200, but yeah, iron golem armor is amazing. It's very expensive, especially in normal survival, because it takes 24 blocks of iron, but trust me, it's worth it. Now, I'm probably going to get dragon armor soon, but until I have that, this is the best armor I'm going to get, so, well, we'll see it then. But yeah, I was getting some more blaze rods because I spent a few on the blaze armor itself, but I was getting some more, and something really weird happens to the footage. You guys know what this glitch is, tell me, but you'll have to see it for yourself. So for some reason, the footage just zooms into my crosshair. This is how it was recorded. This is how it is on my phone. Or not my phone, but my PlayStation sent to my phone to make all this. So yeah, I mean, I don't know why it's like this, but hey, it gives me some, I guess, some really cool story. I don't know. But I was crafting some spells, because we have a copyright system. So, like, I have mechanics copyrighted. 2 people can copyright each thing. Dan has train yards and, like, train stuff. Katie, or Canadian, has magic. Well, I paid her off camera, like, with in-game money, not real-life money. But with in-game money, I paid her so she would let me craft 3 spells. And those could be any 3 I want. I couldn't make the armor, though. But I had to craft them myself. It was just basically, like, her letting me do it. So, yeah, I got the copyright to do that, and the 2 I will craft eventually is Spawn Minion, which is going to be a while time in the end, because you need Edstone and Obsidian, which Obsidian's easiest to get in the end. And I got the... which other one did I get? I have it in my inventory, probably. Oh, yeah, I also got the heal. I guess heal's okay. I also got the I-beam, but it's not that useful, so it's gonna hang up somewhere. In all honesty, I completely forgot that 1 blaze rod is 2 blaze powder, which blaze powder is what you need. So I have way more than enough here, but I kept going. I did that, and I don't know where I lose my normal pickaxe, because I still have it at this point, but I guess we'll see. But yeah, I had enough, so I just need ender pearls, which I was gonna wait for Dan to get them, but, you know, see how long I waited. After a while, he gave up, so I took his cutlass, which had looting 3, and started going through the forest. Now, at this point, we were a good 2 hours into the whole thing. Like, this is like 2 out of 4 hours into the entire journey. So, yeah, I had given up at this point on him doing it, so I did it myself, and it did not take as long as I thought it would, so I'm very glad about that. Now, he does help in the end fight, and he comes and fights the end dragon with me, and especially good for distracting the end dragon while I got all the end crystals, which you will see soon. Okay, so I actually skipped, like, almost an hour of content in, like, video, but that's because nothing special happens. It's when I get all the pearls, but you guys have seen that a million times, so nothing major, just getting Eyes of Ender. So I'm about ready to go towards the stronghold. I just get a few things, and then I am on my way. So eventually, once I find the stronghold, I set a waypoint there, and I mark it. Well, I set my waypoint, and then I go back to get a player teleporter, so that way Dan can get here, and he doesn't have to go all the way out. And I already had all the stuff I needed for it anyways, which was pretty good. So I lighted the portal. I actually haven't fought the dragon in a hot second, because I've just not been playing much Minecraft, or if I do, it's on a server, someone else fought the dragon, and I go, like, get the wings. So I don't fight the dragon often. Last time I actually fought the dragon was probably December, so it's been a sec. Probably before December now I think about it, probably, like, November, October-ish, but yeah. So, it's been a second since I fought the dragon, but not to worry about that, because I went back, got some stuff ready, got that player teleporter, and me and Dan went for the fight. So, here we stood, ready to fight the dragon, and I'll be honest, I mean, this wasn't scary fight. I mean, I had my water bucket, I was fine on that front, and everything was doing just fine. We forgot to bring blocks, so I teleported back to my base, that way I could grab some blocks, which my storage area is still down there for some reason. I don't know why I have it down there. I don't like it down there. I move it in between episode 3 and episode 4. I move it, but that's past for me, future for this episode. But yeah, I bought some blocks, tried to speed bridge. It didn't go well. I didn't have enough room. I can speed bridge, okay? I'm decent at speed bridging. Especially that one strategy of speed bridging I can do, and I'm fine, and everything goes well when I do it. But not any other method for some reason. But yeah, I got that ready, and we built out, not speed bridging though. I guess this is technically speed bridging. And built around this platform, and went to go fight the dragon, which I'll show the dragon fight. It's kind of interesting, I guess. We kept getting knocked off, but I will show you every single one of my water bucket clutches because I'm proud of them. And by the way, there's nothing in between them. Like, I water bucket clutched every time, except like one, I think. After all the towers were down, we killed him pretty easily. My sword did like 14 damage because it doesn't show the sharpness on it when it says you to +9, and Dan's sword did like 13, I think, 11, somewhere around there. So it wasn't that hard to kill the dragon and only took a small amount of time. But yeah, we killed him. Because I did most of the work, I got most of the shards after we killed him. Dana died, so I actually got all the XP also. But yeah, beating him was not the end of my journey in the end, because I actually went home and collected a bunch of leaves, which took a little bit of time, but not too much time. Also, if you're wondering why my base now has walls, it's because there was some time in between this, because I was just going to make the end fight its own video, but decided to do the rest of this stuff in the video. So I did build the walls off camera. Well, I don't remember when he built that railroad. He might have had it for last time. But yeah, it's been, what, 20, 30, 40 days? So yeah, there was some time in between the two times. But even a lot of times, someone else will be on if we're off, like left or Canadian or somebody, because there's people in different time zones on the server. So I think Canadian showed up in the first video and maybe in the second, not sure. She doesn't show up in the fourth, I know that. I mean, yeah, that's all I know about that. But left rarely is on when I'm on. I actually don't get to talk to him that much these days. He's, busy with his life. But Canadian is. Well, I went to the stronghold because I was going to go find a place to build my little XP farm. Now, I let Dan also use the XP farm because he helped me beat the dragon. And I got the dragon egg. So he also gets to use my XP farm. I sat here for a while. I don't know what I was doing just sitting here. But yeah, I went and found a place to build the thing. And yeah, I'll build. I don't know if I built it. Now, this farm design, I've been using this farm design for years. I don't know if it's by this guy, but the tutorial I watched is from JC Plays. That's the tutorial I watched. I'm not sure if it's by the guy. But yeah, I needed a lot of leaves. I brought more leaves than I actually needed. I didn't bring any solid blocks, I realized. Now, building this thing's not that interesting, so I'm just going to time-lapse it. So I got the thing up and running, which was good because my stuff needed a bit of a mend. So I'm glad for that. But once I got the stuff up and running, I used it for a while. And got some ender pearls, got some levels. And I'm glad I built this thing. I usually build this thing in Worlds, but I was a little bit late. I mean, heck, we're on day 200. Everything on the server is so late. But that's just because we have so many people doing so many different things at so many different times that for me, it's not been 187 days. For me, it's been like, honestly, probably closer to 90-ish. I've probably only played like 90-ish. Dan's probably only played at this point 130. He plays more than me, but he has no life. I go play with friends sometimes. I do other stuff. I don't just play the server, I swear, guys. So, I got off for the night, and then I get back on, and it's day almost 2:40. Which, wow. Things happen when I'm not online, apparently. Who knew? What happened with the realm? Who knew? But anyways, yeah, I got all this taken care of. I'm just texting Dan. He was already on when I got on. And we got ready to go do some stuff. That way, my plan right now is to get a silicone factory. That way I could produce circuit boards. Because I need silicone for circuit boards. I already have the actual, plastic I need. Just need the silicone. So I checked the recipe and learned that silicone is not hard to get at all, if I have plastic at least, and I have plastic now, so I just need to grab some stuff and I could go make it. So I had crafted the silicone machine and needed pipes and cables and all that fancy stuff. I need some pearls because I was going to make a time warper first. That way I could, skip night because all my systems run on solar panels, so, ouch. But yeah, I definitely needed that because if all your systems run on night and it's always nighttime, then you run into major issues. So I wrenched it to see I needed carbon and lava. Now lava is not that hard to get. I can just get some buckets of lava. That wasn't the big issue. The big issue was carbon. I did not know how to get that. So I had to experiment some, and what I learned is you have to be in the nether to get carbon. Did not know that to begin with, so I had to go move this whole thing to the nether. I had to use a gas extractor to get the carbon, which wasn't an issue. I have all the materials. There was nothing I didn't have already. So yeah, I needed to power it. I needed to abstract lava. I needed to do a bunch of things. I didn't notice I placed the wrong cables, which is why it wasn't working. So I had to replace it with actual pipes. But I had to also make tubes for the gas. It was a bit of a mess, but I had to figure it out. And once I got everything ready, I was starting to produce silicone. Now, I upgraded this place later, like, really much. I was proud of my upgrading. I also had 2 of them. I don't know why I crafted 2. Don't ask me. But I didn't know how many I would need. So, that's just how it happened. And I finally produced silicone, which was really good, because that means I can now make circuit boards, which I'll start making in episode 4. And I make something really cool in episode 4. If you notice that it says Tony Stewart, which is Dan, his account got hacked, joins game, leaves game, joins game, leaves game. That's because bro crashes every 5 seconds. It's just how it happens. But it's not because he's like trying to do anything weird, like glitch the server or anything. He just crashes a lot because he's on mobile, that idiot. But hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we will see you guys next time. Bye bye.